Hi, and welcome to the Relentless Marketing and PR Podcast. With me, as always, is Katie Atkinson.
And with me, as always, is Lauren Reed. We're two marketers and entrepreneurs, and we're here to share our philosophy on figuring it out, moving forward, and never giving in. So, Lauren, why did you want to start a podcast?
You know, I love podcasts. I'm a podcast junkie, and I love marketing, but I haven't found the podcast that really gives me actionable things to talk about. A lot of it is very theoretical and share some cool case studies, but they don't really relate to my life and my clients. So I wanted one that focused on smart marketing and was really results oriented. And I just figured there was a gap and let's fill it. Why not? Why'd you agree to join me for this podcast?
Well, mostly because you asked me to.
That happens a lot.
We also stay on top of trends for our jobs and our profession, and we don't want to just follow those trends blindly. And we take things back to the basics. We start with research and results and how we're going to measure things, and I think that's something that we can do really well in this podcast. Those are all great reasons to start a podcast, right? But who the hell are we to be telling people what to do?
I don't know. I ask myself that all the time. But something's worked along the years. I mean, we've worked together for 15 years now, ever since you stalked me, but that's a story for another day. And it's true, it happened. But we've built this agency from the ground up. We started it in 2012, mid-2012, and
It's one of the fastest growing PR firms in Nashville.
it is. It's one of the fastest growing PR firms in Nashville.
You were voted most admired CEO by the MBJ.
Yeah, 2 years in a row, yes. Yes. This is so embarrassing. But we love what we do. We love marketing, but we're passionate about doing it correctly and doing it right. And we often see that maybe that doesn't always happen. And we really want to focus on some of our experiences, but also bring in some really amazing guests who have their own experiences, in and outside of marketing. But as an entrepreneur, I'm always looking for resources, I know you are as well, that are actually able to help me do my job better and teach my employees and do better work for my clients. That's what I want this podcast to be. And how we're qualified is we've been at this for a long time. We've been working together for a long time, and we've worked on some of the biggest brands in the country.
And I think we've learned over the years ways to make sure that we're measuring what we're doing and that we're reporting it back. And the work that we do with our clients, I think it would be a great way to share just what we've learned and the experience that we have, like you said, with different brands, from large tourism organizations to global automotive companies to giant food and beverage companies. I think what we have is some knowledge there to share with folks and actually getting actionable results that come with it.
Right. I think the actionable results are key, but then also our entrepreneurial skill set. We're millennials. We manage a team of millennials. So that sort of bleeds into everything we do. And we have a really strong bias to action, and that's how we get results for our clients, and it's how we keep them happy, and it's just become very intuitive in all of our work and all of our campaigns, and honestly it's bled over into all areas of our lives. So I think our listeners will really gain from that. We'll be able to give them some actionable items that they can do and improve their marketing with each podcast they listen to. It's not just going to be all theoretical knowledge.
Yeah, and one thing I think people can learn from is we've actually made a lot of mistakes along the way.
Oh, yeah.
So we can talk about some of those as well, and mishaps that have happened that we have learned from to grow as a business.
Absolutely. So the name of our podcast is Relentless, the Relentless Marketing PR Podcast. And I think that comes from we fail forward. Like, you're going to fail. That's just a fact of life. But when we fail, let's fall forward and pick ourselves up and learn from it and just keep going.
And even though a project could be successful at the end of the day and it's measured as a success, that doesn't mean that everything that happened along the way was a success. And we're always looking for the next answer, looking to solve the next problem, and trying to anticipate those. I think hopefully folks can learn a lot from that.
So Katie, what can our listeners expect from this podcast?
Well, we're going to have some really fun segments to keep it unique and fresh and light. We're also going to have some great guests thought leaders in their industry who are really experts in their fields. And then we're also going to have some actionable items for every episode that people can take home and apply to their business.
Awesome. And we're going to do this all on our morning commute.
That's right, about 20 to 25 minutes.
For each episode. Great. The episodes will start dropping in early January, so go ahead, subscribe so you can be one of the first to see them.